Hi, welcome to Papa Tom's Garage. Today we're working back on the 454 Chevy for my 87 Chevy pickup. We're having to take the valves out, remove the springs because it has double springs. As you can see here, it has doubles. I don't know if you can see, there's a second one inside, and to break this camshaft on, Comp Cams says that you have to run it for 30 to 35 minutes at 2,000 RPM and vary up to 2,500 for that amount of time, and you don't want the heavy springs in there while you do it. So the machine shop that did these heads they did a good job. I'll show you here. There's the heads right down here. I've already removed 4 of the valves. I got to remove 4 more, and it's kind of the old school. And I don't have a valve spring compressor, so what I have to do, luckily my uncle left me this in his group of old tools that he left when he passed away, that I ended up getting. This is a old manual valve spring compressor. So I've got the rocker stud still in here, and all I'm doing is sticking this on, putting the nut on here. I had to clamp this head to my work table, and then it's letting me compress it, but the retainers don't come out. So what I have to do then is drop my retainer, push this in far enough to get that retainer off without tipping my, oops, fell on the floor too. So then I got to pick these up, and of course I will clean all these before I put it back together. But the other thing I wanted to do is just come up and clean out the exhaust ports just a little bit. There's some rough spots that would create some turbulence. Drop those in there and clean those up. Clean the heads really well because they got a lot of oil and stuff and the paint won't stick. And I really like to paint everything before I put it back on. Of course I won't paint the machine surfaces, and we'll paint it. As you can see here, I ground off some of the rough edges because more than once I've cut myself on these when I'm working on this engine. So I'm going to loosen this a little bit. Pull this off. Kind of hold this so it doesn't go flying. Pop that out. Pop that off. Take that. Now one nice thing the machine shop did for me is instead of putting the old rotators on here with these double springs, you really don't want the rotators, so they put big old shims in here. Let's get this oil seal off. Pull this off, I think. Don't want to ruin these oil seals, they're brand new. Valves, they cleaned them up. They ground them. It looks like they lapped them pretty good. And stick that in there. Get rid of the oil seal. Here's the spacer they put in here. We'll clean those up a little bit. They got a lot of junk from sitting around, some rust. Clean that all up, and we'll get that in place. What I've got too, let me show you here. I've got a little organizer here that I picked up, sitting up here on my workbench. That way I can put those back in the same order I took them out. So let's put you back on here. I can't really get my camera over to the side because my garage is tiny. So we'll set up the intake valve now. I just use one of the old rocker studs. Put that in. Get my bar on here again. Get my hammer. Try to keep from dropping these. And there we go. Retainers are out. Get my wrench. If I did this all the time, I'd have the big old pneumatic valve spring compressor and everything, but you know, right now, as little as I do this, even though I enjoy it, pull this guy off a little more. Now some of these had those big old shims, and then they had shims on it from the machine shop, so I'm really trying to keep those in order too. See, they had a shim, and it doesn't say what size it is. I could mic it, but there's no real reason to do that right now. We'll pull this valve out. Now when I gave them these valves, they were burly pitted, and they did a good job of grinding that angle on there and stuff. Put that there. Seal goes in its place. Take the little shim out of here. Keep it all together. So I'll bring you back a little later when I got more done. Kind of goes out of focus. Kind of a cheap camera. I need to clean up some of this, but before I took the heads in to have them milled, I had already taken the valves out once, and I kind of cleaned some high spots that could maybe cause some pre-detonation and stuff, and so I cleaned that. We'll go out of this a little bit here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and just clean these areas up, clean out the water passages a little bit. I might lap these valves back in again. I don't really like I don't know if they lapped them or not. Sure doesn't look, they did, they sure didn't go very fine. Some of these look okay. Some of them just look really rough in here. So we're going to clean those up, check the ports out, see if there's any spots that need to be where they could create turbulence coming out. Take a little bit of that blue dicam, I think it's called dicam, and put on with the gasket, maybe round the edges off just a little bit. There's like a little ridge there, there's a ridge there. A little bit on the intake side. It's more coming, see there's like a ridge in here where if you're pushing the exhaust out, it could trap and cause some problems. So I might clean just a little bit. I don't want to go too much into these heads. There's a little bit in here. So yeah, we'll come back. I work on my projects fairly slow. Okay, so yesterday I primed this 454 cylinder head. I used a 2000 degree high heat primer, and it's ready for paint. I've got it all the machine surfaces I taped off. See if I can get in here and show that. It's all taped off. Top is covered, no valves in it yet. The exhaust side is taped off. It all matches the, yeah, I primed over all of it, and all the spark plug holes. So now we're going to paint it. So I like to use this Rust-Oleum. It's a high heat paint, 2000 degree. So I prime it with the 2000 degree, let it set. I let it set overnight, and then I come back and paint it with this, and then I'll let it set for maybe a couple hours, check it again, and give it another coat if it needs it. I like to paint this before I put the valves and springs in and stuff, and that way I don't have to worry about getting any of that paint on the valves or springs or anything. But I covered this head pretty good. Got plastic tape on all the machine parts and everything. So yeah, more later.